Howdy Droogs, how you doing? Kel here. Well, thought I'd give you a little video update again here. This is the hatch head off the cold steel pipe Tomahawk hatchet. When you last saw it, it was on the hatchet, I think. Maybe I took it off, I don't know, anyway. So anyway, what I've done here is, if you can see this, the silvery looking line that goes around the inside there, I've taken this half round file and I have filed it and filed at different angles. Now I'm not filing the inside, I'm just filing the edge here. I filed at different angles to round this a bit so it doesn't cut in and cut the wood of the Tomahawk. Okay. The other thing we have here is the Tomahawk handle itself was so thick still, this wouldn't even go on. Now I started sanding on this. I started out with 150 grit paper and I clogged very quickly and didn't do much. So I switched to a 60 grit coarse and I used a block. The block would not clog, which was nice. I just did this in my room here over my garbage can, which I shouldn't be doing. I should have done outside, but it's like 20 degrees outside, guys. Can't do it. So I sanded and sanded on this thing and it really went rather quickly. It only took me about an hour and a half to sand this thing down. And as you can see now, if you can see now there's a slide up on there all the way to the top. I'm not going to press it all the way on because I'm going to do some more work on this. You know, let it slide up all the way to the top easily, so I can take this off at will. I mean, this will go all the way. I did leave the little edge here. I didn't actually sand this little edge thing off here on the wood, just because, you know, it kind of works a good stop. And I'm not going to see that anyway, really. But and with these edges here rounded, it's not going to cut into that anymore, so that's kind of a good thing actually. I was careful not to make this smaller too much, but all this came down, and all those little notches, you know, a bunch of little notches you may have seen here in the last video, little cut marks from that being pounded on there. I had to sand those all off. That was a horrific job to get those out of there, but I pretty much got them all, I hope. I don't see anymore. I've been sanding and sanding. It took about an hour and a half to do all this. Anyway, so that's what I did. That's where I'm at. The next time you see this this thing, I got to go over this with now a lighter 150 grit sandpaper and sand it down some and do all that, because it's been coarse sanded now and I'm sure it needs to be sanded with a finer grit, maybe even a finer after that. And this, I'm going to get some of my emery cloth type stuff, or my whatever this is called, you know, the that stuff, and I'm going to sand it down. I'm going to take some pieces of this. And I'm going to sand, probably start with this, which is a fairly big grit here, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm going to sand this down in here. I'm not going to worry about the insides here too much. It's got paint on it anyway. But I'll sand this down a bit more so it's a little more softer, a little more rounder, just a little smoother. And the next step, I guess, after that is to strip it down. Which, I don't know how I'll be doing. I might show that on camera, I don't know. I guess I will. That'd be interesting. I don't know where I'm going to do it, though. I may have to do it inside my house in my kitchen, because it's 20 degrees outside. You got to do this in 65 degree weather, and it's not. I'm doing this in the wintertime, so I don't know what I'm going to do. It's cold in Montana. But that'll be the next step, is to emery sand this and this here, finish sanding this. That'll be the next step. After that, we're on to staining this, which I'll try to show on camera what I'm doing. And it'll be stripping this and then sanding this down with something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I kind of want to keep it rough and a little rustic looking. But I'm going to do some kind of unique forest patina on this, which I've never done before, but I'm looking forward to trying. I wanted to do it with a knife or something for a long time. Alright guys, that's it. Don't want to bore you. Alright, we will catch you later, boys.